Sometimes your game needs a little extra heat. Particles give it that visual punch. They bring the mood, they set the scene, and they wrap your world in dramatic smoke that was missing. Once you see how simple this effect is, you'll start adding it everywhere. If you need smoke rising from overcooked food, molten lava fields, or angry dragon's nostrils, this is a super quick and easy way to do that in Unity. I have a new empty scene open in Unity, and to create a particle system, I right-click, Effects, Particle System. I rename it to Smoke. Notice the rotation is -90 degrees by default, but if I reset the transform, particles now move in all directions. Start lifetime will be random between two constants, 2 to 3 seconds. Start speed will be between 0.1 and 0.25 units per second. Start size is a random value between 0.3 and 0.6 units. Max particles 200. Down here in the renderer module, I choose a material. This determines what the individual particles look like. I'll choose default particle or default particle system. Click the like if you want me to make more game development content like this. Emission will be random between 8 and 15. The shape from which particles are emitted will be circle. Since this is a 2D game, the radius of that circle will be 0.1 because I want the source of particles to be a small concentrated area. Velocity over lifetime set to random between two constants, horizontally 0.05 to 0.15. Vertically, we want the smoke to drift upwards, so 0.3 to 0.6 units per second. We can add noise for extra chaos, play with strength, frequency, and scroll speed to get something you like. It will look like wind is playing with the smoke and pushing it around if you tune it right. Unity uses something called Berlin noise, a smooth, organic random pattern to generate the disturbances. It's one of the most powerful and easy to use features here. I turn on the color over lifetime module and click here to open the gradient editor. Alpha breakpoints are up at the top. I click here and here to add 2 more breakpoints. I want particles to start invisible. Alpha is 0. These 2 breakpoints will be alpha 200, semi-transparent, and the end of the particle's life cycle will also fade out at alpha 0. The bottom breakpoints represent color over lifetime, so I want the particle to start orange or yellow, glowing hot, and end completely black. I can move these along the bar to tweak it and get the effect exactly as I like it. I tweak velocity over lifetime values. I turn on size over lifetime, click the size curve, and choose one of the predefined curves down here. Maybe this one. Start small and grow. I adjust start size 0.2 to 1. Emission rate over time will be 2 to 10. And I reduce the noise strength here. Start lifetime 4 to 5 seconds. Start speed 0.05 to 0.25. Feel free to keep tweaking any of these values to get exactly the effect you want. I created a lava level, so let's add this directly to my game scene. I drag the smoke particle system into prefab's particles, turning it into a reusable asset. If you want to practice what you've learned and explore even more, check out the links to my extended classes, where we build a complete, fully featured minigames from start to finish. My extended classes always include tons of free premium art assets, full source code, and are structured to guide you through the entire game development process from a blank Unity project to a fully playable version on multiple devices. Buying my classes is the best way to support my work, and thank you to everyone who's left a 5-star review. It will help me reach more people and create more free content for everyone here on YouTube. I open the lava scene and drag the smoke into the scene. I want it to rise from these small hot lava pools. It's being drawn behind the tiles, so inside the renderer, sorting layer is set to my topmost UI layer, audio in layer is -1 behind the UI. Back in the color over lifetime module, I want the yellow color to match the lava more closely, so I click this breakpoint, select the eyedropper tool, and I sample the lava color. Now it fits into my game world even better. I duplicate this adjusted smoke effect in the scene, use the move tool, and place it over the other lava puddle here. Another duplicate, and I move this one over this hot lava puddle. Another duplicate can be coming from this big lava field itself. I duplicate again and put one into this other lava lake. We put those darker spots inside the lava fields, so I make the smoke rise from these. I duplicate again and place one more over this lava puddle behind the tree. I create an empty game object called particles and nest them all under it to keep things organized. I open main menu scene, level manager, and I make sure level 2, my lava level, goes first for testing. I can also drag the smoke effect into the main menu scene if I want. I drag the prefab out, set its sorting layer, color over lifetime, sample the lava color again, duplicate it, and place the second one somewhere here. I play to test it. This looks great. I test my lava level. And yes, we have smoke rising from the lava pools, enhancing the atmosphere. You can tweak the intensity of the effect yourself. I'm here just to show you how things work. I'll leave the individual design decisions to you. We can also do thick, rolling clouds of fog or mushroom spores. Check out my other videos if you want to know exactly how to do it. Click the like if you found some value. I'll see you in the next class.